Well, guys, Saturday night's main event is here, coming to you live from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good show. So we are going to give you guys our predictions, and with that, let's kick things off. Welcome to the 716 Sports Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Mike, joined by Mr. T. Reese. And T, I think we got a good show tonight. No main championships, but a few mid-card titles on the line, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this one looks like it might have a little something on it. I mean, it's the main event, so they don't really. I know on these Saturday night main events, they don't do a lot of talking and backstage stuff. It's kind of a straight wrestling show. So hopefully, we get a good show out of this. There's some really good matchups tonight.
Yeah, as long as we get a Jesse the Body Ventura sighting, I'll be all set.
Goodness, is he going to be on there? Did they? I thought they let him go.
I know. I think they usually. I think they usually have him on, and he's always like just a little off.
Good old Jesse.
Good old Jesse. So let's and then we have Sean's predictions as well, so he won't be able to join us. But as you guys know, please play along with us as well in the comments down below. Right now, I am still in the lead with 15 points. T and Sean are tied at 14. So let's see if these guys can't take the lead. So let's go to the first matchup, which is going to be between Logan Paul and Austin Theory of the Vision versus the Street Profits for the WWE Tag Team Championship. So, Reese, I'll start with you. Who do you got and why?
This was a tough one because this match can go in different directions. I can see different storylines branching off of this. So this is probably, out of all the matches, might be the hardest one to call.
Whoops.
It might be the hardest one especially for me. I at one half I'm saying that okay, it makes sense to give the division retain, start up the whole faction thing with Seth and the Profits going after them. You know, at the end of whatever the storyline they write is, the reward will be Seth gets a belt, Profits get the tag team titles, blah blah blah. But then the other half is like, maybe they do give it to the Street Profits, and it starts up a whole rivalry between them and the Vision, and then you bring Seth in saving them at some point or something like that. I don't know. It can go any direction. So if I'm gonna be conservative about this, Division retain.
Yeah, I still think that this is all going to lead eventually to some kind of 4 versus 4 match, probably at a bigger show down the road. Certainly not at Italy 2 weeks from now, but maybe at Night of Champions in Saudi or even at SummerSlam. But I think we're going to probably end up with. I do think the Vision are going to retain. You're right about that. I'm just thinking, is this where Bronson Reed makes his return? And Bronson Reed maybe comes out and kind of like saves them here at this point, because he should be due back anytime now. I mean, I know Joe Hendry's going to get involved for the faces, and we're still going to kind of do the thing with Sats and the Street Profits as well, the kind of will they, won't they eventually like make things work. But I don't know if they're really ready to pull the trigger on that, because Montez still definitely has his beef with Seth, a little bit. So I think you're right. I think the Vision retain, and I think Bronson Reed makes his return tonight. Maybe Seth and Braun Breaker get involved somehow, but they kind of cancel each other out, and then we see the return of Bronson Reed, which allows them to maybe recruit Joe Hendry as well, and we can kind of get some 4x4 dynamic. So yeah, I agree with you. I think the Vision retain, and Sean also has the Vision retaining as well. So
the crazy thing is, do you agree with Joe Hendry? Like, to me, Joe Hendry seems like the odd one out of that group. I mean, I would have went with Mr. Los Angeles Knight.
Yeah, he's like in a weird holding pattern though. Like, I don't know if he's going over to SmackDown because like he's been yelling at the Usos about Roman Reigns. Like, I don't really know what they're doing with him. Like, I mean, I don't know, get him involved in something else. Put him in a feud with Trick Williams or something. Like, I don't know what we're doing with LA Knight. It's always so disappointing with him. Like, every time I think they're going to do something with him, they don't. And I feel like this is the second year in a row now where I've been like, oh, it'd be fun if he was like a dark horse to win Money in the Bank or something like that. But he's not going to win Money in the Bank. Like, I mean, I doubt he'll be in the match, but yeah, just
You
such
did
a
you,
shame.
you did bring something up to me with a 4 team match. I can see this rivalry if they once they get it going, lasting for the rest of the year.
Mhm.
And I could probably see a War Games in November between the two.
Yeah, I don't want another bloodline civil
No,
war kind of thing
no,
going on here,
you got to change it up.
Yeah, as much as they probably want to do that because they want to get all their big players in there, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think Roman's going to be, by the time we get to November, I don't think Roman's going to be the champion anymore. So, actually, to be honest with you, spoiler alert, I think Roman's going to lose in Italy. But we'll get to that one next week. So when we talk about the Clash in Italy show. So all right, so all three of us have the vision to retain via one means or another. So next, let's go to for a now it's a non-title match. It was a title match and then it became a non-title match allegedly, but that is Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch. And I'll go first on this one. Give me Sol all the way, especially because it's a non-title match now. I think Sol's going to win. I think, Becky might screw up or, Becky will try to cheat or some other nonsense. And then Becky will kind of have like, just the forever complaining character of Becky Lynch, right? Will continue to complain. But Soul definitely wins and earns herself a title shot to, at a future show.
I'm with you 100% on that one. As soon as they made it non-title, it's going to Soul.
Yeah.
It makes no sense for Becky to win this match in a non-title situation. So it will be Sol Ruka. There'll be some shenanigans, like you said. And I don't even think this is even going to be a long match, quite
No.
frankly. I think it's going to be one of the shorter matches on the card. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. Sol Ruka.
Yeah, I completely agree. And Sean also has Soul beating Becky as well to earn a title shot there. So we're all the same so far. See if we can't find one. I think we might be a little different on this next one. But let's see here. So the next matchup is for, we'll save this one because I think this one's actually going to be the main event. No, it probably won't be the main event. I think the women's match will probably be the main event. So let's go with this one. The Intercontinental Championship match between your boy Penta and my boy all ego Ethan Page. So who do you got and why?
And you ain't got to ask me who I got, man. I'm taking Penta 100% on this one. It makes no sense for Ethan Page to get an Intercontinental belt. And he's only had a cup of coffee on the main roster. It makes no sense for him to get Intercontinental, especially at this point. I mean, this guy still hasn't even built up a storyline with too many people yet. And you just throw a belt on him. Not happening. My boy Penta's retaining. I do think there would be somebody involved in this. Somebody's going to come in and interfere in this match. But I'm all on Penta. Cero mero.
You know what? I think if you gain the point here on me, so be it. But I'm going with Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page is going to win the title. I do think you're right. Somebody is going to get involved, and I think that somebody is going to be the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. And this is eventually my whole thought process with the Intercontinental title has kind of been it's going to get kind of flip flopped around between Penta, Paige, maybe Rusev will get it for a minute. I think when it's all done, it's going to end up on Javon Evans. So I think the logical thing right now would be to get it onto Ethan Page for a little while. And he could still continue to feud with Penta, with Rusev, the will they won't they with Rusev. And then eventually, maybe Rusev takes it off of him because Rusev gets sick of his crap or whatever. Then somebody else gets it back. Then they have a 4-way for it and Page gets it again. But I think the end game of this whole thing, which will probably go through the entire year, is Javon Evans will beat Ethan Page for that title. I think that's how, by the end of the year, I think that's where we'll be. So
yeah, I can't argue that one. I can't. Yeah, I can see that as being a possibility. I just, you know how I am with WWE handing over titles to people who haven't really, you know, been through the main roster, and I I don't think he's ready for a title yet, even by the end of the year.
Evans?
Still think, yeah, I still think he needs some seasoning. I still think he needs to be able to have a straight up wrestling match once in a while because there's only so much you're gonna just jumping over the ring and all that stuff. One-on-one matches, and you're say let's say at some point he wrestles, I don't know, Seth Rollins one time.
Yeah.
And all he's gonna do is hop around. Like Seth puts on a good show. I just can't see Evans being able to put on a good show with just doing the bouncy stuff in the ring. He
Yeah.
does have to show he can wrestle something, show some sort of technicality in his in his arsenal, and he has not shown that yet. It's been just jumping off the ropes, jumping off the top rope. I mean, it's nothing really, just in my opinion, and it's nothing. It's fun to watch. It's just because it's the high flying stuff. I just don't see it carrying over until he can show he can do stuff technically. Quite frankly, he probably should be down in AAA, if you ask me, because of the style of way he wrestles, and that's what they do down there. He's
Yeah.
more of a luchador type style than kind of what the main roster does right now.
Yeah. I mean, the kid's definitely the future. Like, but I mean, 'cause he's 22 years old. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna lock this dude up for another, decade. But you're right about the style that he wrestles, though. I'm very concerned that like he's gonna take an injury. Like he's gonna take one of these days with the way he wrestles. It's
Mhm.
like so reminiscent of like WCW style, like what we're seeing over there right now in Tony Khan's world. Like he'd fit perfectly over there because that's how everybody wrestles over there. So I'm very worried that the dude's gonna take like a very serious like ACL type injury or something like that, sooner rather than later. And man, that would suck, but knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, I don't know where I feel. I don't know how I feel about that. But I think you're right. I think AAA would be pretty cool for him as well. But for this match right now and for the next 6 months of feuds here for this IC title, I mean, if it's going to be these four guys who are going to be involved in this, I'm totally cool with that because I think these four guys, they are. I wouldn't peg any one of these guys as like world championship material, but for the IC belt, I think Ethan Page would be awesome with the IC belt. I could absolutely see him kind of bringing back like those not the exact same way, but you remember those like Miz TV segments from like 3 or 4 years ago? I could see Ethan Page doing something totally ridiculous like that as well, and I think it would be a lot of fun. So yeah, give me Ethan Page as well to become your new Intercontinental Champion. And Sean also has Ethan Page over Penta as well. So you might gain the lead here on that one.
That's all I need to hear.
That takes us to the Women's World Tag Team Championship match between our champions Brie Bella and Paige versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend of the Irresistible Forces. Well, since you went first in the last one, I guess I'll go first here. I think Bella and Paige retain, basically because of what I saw last night on SmackDown. I think Tiffany Stratton and or Chelsea Green kind of cost them here, and I think because WWE is predictable and awful, whenever Tiffany Stratton gets a belt, she needs to feud with Nia Jax again. So give me Paige and Bella to retain here, and I think they're going to probably. I don't think they're going to keep the belts much longer. I think there's going to probably be some kind of like dumb Nikki Bella gets jealous storyline thing that probably comes along, and she'll cost them to like I don't know Lyra and Bailey or something like a little bit down the road here. But I don't think it's time for them to lose yet.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And again, I don't even know where these women tag titles. I don't even know what direction they're going with it. I'm not. You got some of your biggest stars tied up in tag teams right now, and I think you're doing a disservice for a lot of that. I mean, they've been right. The Charlotte and I mean the Charlotte thing. I don't know. I mean, I think they've been trying to do a Charlotte versus Jade thing. I think that's coming soon. I think that's probably the next storyline for Jade is her and Charlotte. Um, I just don't care. I don't. I really don't care about these titles. They've done nothing. I mean, the same thing with the men. They haven't done nothing with those either.
Tag
But
titles have been pretty bad lately. But
I mean,
allegedly, they're going to fix it. Allegedly, they're going to be bringing people in. Did you hear that Enzo and Cass might be coming back?
yeah,
Oh,
I heard Cass.
jeepers.
I think Cass can come back before Enzo, or no, Enzo can come. Cass, I think his contract is still.
I think it's like the end of June when his
Yeah,
contract is up with the WCW.
yeah. So he could be. He may be able to come over. So they can probably be brought in at the probably end of June if that's
Yeah.
going to be. I mean, all fingers are pointing towards it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, and that's how I don't understand why you let go of all those tag teams. As this was the plan.
Yep.
I mean, you should have retained some of them. And also, you heard about Baron Corbin too, right?
Oh, he's gonna be Danhausen's Danhausen's guy.
That's what I said. I said this when all this went and looked at the table. I'm like, "There's Baron Corbin's lane on that. That's who that's gonna be. It's gonna be Baron Corbin. He's gonna bring him back to help him out in some stupid match with the Biz. Yeah, that's definitely the direction they're going.
He needs to come back as the loneliest of wolves.
The lonely of the wolves. Yeah. And
Although,
can I say? I mean, I still love Danhausen. Even his short skits are entertaining.
yeah,
Even like last night when he's messing around with the electric, and Delta's just like, "You're taking all the power." He's like, "It's a science experiment." The shock of the sparks come popping out right at the right key moment when he's trying to tell him everything's up to code.
that's funny.
It was fun. Like I said, this is what they're doing with Dan right now is fun. I just don't know. I don't think him being in the ring is probably. I mean, every so often you do like a little comedy thing with him in the ring. I do think you need to let him disappear off camera one time. Right now he's hot. When things start dying down a little bit, take him off camera for a little while and just bring him back in some other crazy, weird way. But getting back to the main event, yeah, I agree with you. I do think they retain.
Yeah, and Sean also has them retaining as well by Tiffany interference. And one more thing about Danhausen, though. Have you noticed ever since he cursed the Cleveland Cavaliers, they haven't won a game? Just saying. Just saying. The Knicks are up 2-0 in that series because he cursed them.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear Cleveland after this one. This is WWE for them losing in the playoffs.
Oh, jeez. So that takes us to what will likely be the main event of the show. And that is Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab. So who do you got to win this one and why?
I just want to say I don't care about this match either. Like the whole B-Fab and Michin, it's just so weird. They don't even look. If you were to put, let's play with dummy playing 2K, WWE 2K. Is this a booking? Like, would you team up Jade and them two? It just looks so awkward. It doesn't even look like it's even sellable to any of us.
So it's like, yeah, in 2K, Rhea Ripley is probably like a 96, Charlotte's probably like a 95, and Alexa's probably like a 90. Jade is probably like a 90, and then B-Fab and Michin are like 74.
Right. So it's like there's no way in hell. Like, if you were really looking, there's no way that Jade Cargill should even win this match. They don't even have a chance, in my opinion. It's obviously, to me, it's going to Rhea. But I do think that you're going to get
Fatal influence.
Interference. Yeah, someone's interfering in this one. I just don't know who it's going to be. But I do think there's going to be someone involved in this match. I don't know what side they're going to lean on. Maybe Io Sky makes a pop-up. I don't know. But I do think that someone's going to interfere in this match. It's not going to be a clean win, but I do think that I think Rhea and Charlotte, and I think they win.
Yeah, I think I'm with you as well. I don't think Rhea's going to lose. I saw something the other day that said that TKO sees Rhea, Cody, and Roman as like their three biggest stars right now. Like, and everything over the next 12 months is going to be booked around those three people, Rhea, Cody, and Roman Reigns, which I get it. Like, they're your biggest draws. Like, I completely get it. So I think with that, yeah, give me Rhea to retain. I think that we're probably going to see some more stuff between Alexa and Charlotte. I think eventually that split has to come. like sooner rather than later. But for right now, for this kind of being more or less just a glorified house show, yeah, I don't see Rhea. I don't see Rhea losing. If the faces were to get pinned somehow here, it would probably be Alexa that takes
Yeah.
the pin. But
Hmm.
I just don't think Rhea's going to lose. I think that Fatal Influence maybe will attempt to, interfere here, but they might actually end up costing Jade. But in your point earlier about Jade and Charlotte, I think that's going to be a thing, right?
Hmm.
Like Rhea might get a rematch with Jade at some point, but I don't think Rhea's going to be dropping the title anytime soon.
No.
So, yeah, give me the face team to retain, and Sean also has a DQ ending this match as well. So,
Well, I do think too that I mean, based off what you're saying with TKO too, as them seeing those three, I can probably see Rhea doing like a Roman Reigns type run
oh
where
yeah,
she's gonna probably have the title for quite a while.
I don't think she drops it until Mania next year, and maybe not even then. Like, I mean, you need to build somebody up to take that title off of her. And I think maybe if you, I don't know, I can't think of anybody on SmackDown right now until you start like building somebody up. Would I love it to be like a Julia or a Sol Ruca or even like a Stephanie Becker? Yeah, eventually, sure, but like you need to build all three of them up like a
Mhm.
lot before it's even remotely credible that they could beat somebody like her. The,
I,
the
I
only the only person on the roster who I would even give a chance to beating Rhea Ripley right now would maybe Becky, but Becky's doing her own thing right now. I don't think anybody else on the roster has enough credibility to beat Rhea Ripley.
yeah, I could see by Mania next year it being like Sol Ruka
Yeah.
being the one to get that belt. And I think that I mean I can't be mad at Sol Ruka because I mean she's looking good right now and
Yeah. Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like she's been there. She doesn't even look like a rookie. She's part of the show.
Yep.
So I can probably see them lining up for her because they need another woman up there as far as their top.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you
Hmm.
got Cody, you got Roman on the men's side, you only got Rhea. They got to put somebody else up there for the women's because I
Yeah.
mean, you can't ride that entire women's division with just Rhea. You got to put somebody else up on the top.
And it's not really believable with Liv because she hasn't defended the title. I mean, I know Rhea hasn't defended the title yet, but like Rhea's there all the time. Liv has been involved like in other like lesser things than the title. Like she's been trying to get the tag team titles for the Judgment Day. She's been doing like wimpy heel stuff,
Mhm.
and she's the champion. And it's
Yeah.
like you need to not be doing wimpy heel stuff when you're the champion.
Yep.
Like don't be interfering in matches and don't be acting like the cowardly heel.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe that's just the old school wrestling fan in me, but like I want her out there like being the main champion, right? Like the come and get it, heel champion, right? But different world, I guess.
Yeah, you're right 100%. I like I said, I'm just interested because once this is over, I mean, I don't know what the plan is with BFAB and Michan after this. Because I mean, they could be the next one's released. The way WWE is going right now, they could be the next one released. They could be released after this, for all I know. The way WWE is going, I mean, have you lose the match and then you're gone the next day. I mean, even what they just released what Piper? Didn't they just release Piper?
I don't know. Did they? I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
I think Piper Nevins got released.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
She's still dealing with an injury, and it was kind of weird you're releasing her during her injury. It's
That's
kind of
so I don't like that.
yeah,
That's garbage. I don't like that
yeah.
at all.
I could have swore I seen something that Piper Nevin was released. Let's see, Piper.
I mean, if that's true, I don't love that. I don't love like people getting released, when they're injured. Like, I mean, they just did that to somebody else too, didn't they? Not that long ago, somebody else got released while they were. Oh, it was Santos Escobar. He got released while he
Yeah,
was injured. Yeah, that
yeah.
was that was real garbage. I don't like that at all. Don't
It
don't
says
don't be
she's
doing that.
yeah, it says that she's not been released. She's on a long-term hiatus.
She suffered a really nasty injury, and
Neck
like she's
injury.
been down for a while.
Yeah. See,
So
and I'm also seeing something saying that she's released. I have no idea. I'll be
yeah,
honest with you.
that's weird. Anyway, that is those are the predictions. So you've got one opportunity here to gain a little bit of ground on me. I think we're pretty much the same on the rest of them. So could end up tied by the time the evening is over. So should be an interesting show. So with that, those are our predictions, guys. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. How do you think this show is going to go? Are you looking forward to it? We'd love to hear from you guys. We do read and respond to all of the comments. And with that, I have been Mike, joined by Mr. T. Reese. Enjoy Saturday night's main event this evening. Have yourselves a fantastic day and take care.